What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's your boy Noname back at it again with another New York Giants video. So first things first, like I said, I was going to try and cover any type of rookie minicamp news that came out. And before I get into it, huge shout out to Rob Vacchiano of SNY Sports. This dude is literally the only, and I mean only person online that I'm seeing that's doing any type of reporting or has any type of knowledge, it looks like, of the rookie mini camps in general, just the rookies reporting to the Giants facilities in general. I haven't seen any other reporter, any other beat reporter, or any other forms of Giants media. Like, for example, the Giants official Twitter page hasn't even officially acknowledged the fact that rookies are reporting or what the plan is. The only person I'm getting all this information from is Rob Vacchiano, and in fact, he just tweeted this out a couple of minutes ago. I'm recording this, it's like 3:30 right now. He tweeted this out a couple of minutes ago, basically saying that the rookies, the QBs, and injured players did report to camp today as scheduled. And before he tweeted this out, I was literally going to make a video on I think it was a Big Blue View article. Yeah, a Big Blue View article from yesterday that said that the players might not report today because they haven't been cleared yet by the NFL or the Giants to travel yet. So it's like, it's been a crazy, confusing 2 days for me with several articles just like the Big Blue View one talking about how players might not report to camp because, CDC guidelines with traveling and all that. It hasn't been cleared by the NFL and the New York Giants yet. But luckily, Rob Vacchiano came out with it. And he is a trustworthy source. I've used him several times when talking about other topics on the channel. It is kind of weird that he's literally the only person reporting on it, though. Like, there's no other beat reporters, no Giants players, or no Giants media personnel, nobody speaking on it. It's just Vacchiano. And so before I get a little bit more into it, I just want to say, make sure you guys tune in tonight at 7 o'clock. That's like one of the earliest times I ever start to stream, but at 7 o'clock tonight for the Just Chillin' podcast with special guest, the license plate guy, like the biggest Giants fan there is. He was already on the show couple of months ago, I think back in March before the draft. It was like one of my very first episodes of Just Chillin' podcast. It's gonna be his second time on here. Hope to be a fun time, talking Giants, talking NFL. You guys know how it goes. It's gonna be a good time, so make sure you tune into that. With that announcement out of the way, let's get back to it. So the official tweet from Vacchiano is as follows. It says, "Welcome back to football, take two." Not sure why take two is there. He said, "Giants rookies, QBs, injured players report to camp today," with quotation marks around camp. "Here's their schedule per the NFL and NFLPA agreement," and this is why there was the quotation marks, because today they're not doing anything except of COVID testing, and then they're going back home or to the hotel that they're staying. Tomorrow and Saturday is just going to consist of virtual meetings. Sunday is going to be another COVID testing day. It's going to be very similar to today. They're going to come in for the COVID testing and then go back home or to their hotel. Monday and Tuesday is the physicals, I guess, physical testing to make sure that they're all in shape. There's no actual camp taking place right now, which is why there's quotation marks around it, and which is why I haven't done a video on this until now, because even though it's kind of been floating around as, oh, we're going to have Giants rookie mini camp and whatnot, like, we all know training camp is confirmed. They can't just not do training camp for July 28th. This quote-unquote camp, to me, just seems like all the required testing, that needs to be done before they go into training camp, whether it's the medical testing or the physical one, because there might be a bunch of guys out of shape. But this isn't camp. No matter what people tell you, this is literally just the Giants doing their due diligence per the agreement between the NFL and the NFLPA. And it just so happens that the rookies are going to be some of the first guys coming in, along with the QBs and the injured players. So, I mean, from now until Tuesday, unless something drastically changes, I fully expect to not really be reporting on anything unless it's like, oh, good news, all the Giants were medically cleared today, nobody came up positive for COVID, or good news, all the Giants were physically cleared today, everybody's in good enough shape, in physical shape, tip-top shape to take part in training camp. Like, that's literally all I might have to say over the course of the next, 5 days when it comes to talking about this quote-unquote training camp. And then the tweet that Vacchiano actually put out a couple minutes ago, which was kind of a retweet of his original one, he says the Giants, rookies, QBs, and injured players did begin to report to camp today as scheduled. They were given a COVID-19 test in a trailer outside MetLife Stadium, and then they were sent home back to their hotels. They'll return on Sunday so they can be tested again. Basically backing up what he said, they won't even be back in the MetLife facilities until Sunday. There's just going to be virtual meetings from here on out. So, I'll admit I am a bit disappointed because I guess when I heard about the training camp and we all heard that it was supposed to start today and whatnot, the thing that came into my mind was an actual rookie training camp, the rookie mini camp like last year. They're actually putting drills out there on the field and whatnot. But that's the only reason I'm disappointed, but I completely understand why they went this route. I just don't get why it's called a camp. This was definitely necessary to lead up into July 28th, which is honestly it's like a week away. So like a week of testing and a week of getting the virtual meetings in before the actual training camp starts. That just makes complete sense to me. Just a little bit disappointing because I guess of the misleading name and whatnot. And then in other news, the Giants, they officially signed Tay Crowder, and then at least 5 others have agreed to terms or are close enough that they plan to show up today. This is also from Rob Vacchiano, Matt Peart, Darnay Holmes, Shane Lemieux, Cam Brown, and TJ Brunson, and Carter Coughlin, who also happens to be in New Jersey as well. So we got Tay Crowder, who was signed. I think Tay Crowder was signed a while ago, probably a month or 2 ago, and then about 5 other Giants rookies coming in willing to sign their contract. And of course, Andrew Thomas, it hasn't been signed yet, but he's also in New Jersey right now, which is a signal that the deal is close. Like, I don't expect them to not sign Andrew Thomas, you know what I mean? But at least on the rookie side of things, it seems like they're getting their deals done. And that's really it for the Giants news. Let me know what you guys think about that. Kind of boring, kind of disappointing. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm happy they're taking as much precautions as they need to with this. You don't want to rush anything. Hopefully they still get enough training in. They got about a month and a half away from the season, I think. If they're starting on July 28th, we'll see how much of that time they actually use, because the preseason might not be there anymore. Hopefully it's enough. But that's it for the Giants news. Let me know what you think there. Now for the Washington news, I almost said the R word. I don't want to risk anything with YouTube. For the Washington news, I don't know why everybody is making fun of this or everybody is kind of overreacting on this. Not only did they state it's a placeholder name, saying they're going to be called the Washington football team until further notice, until they actually come up with a name to, replace the Washington Redskins with. And you know what? Forget it. I just said it. They not only did they state it's a placeholder name, it's not even a bad one. It's like, now I will say, New York Football Giants is infinitely better than the Washington football team. Like, Washington football team just, I don't know, it sounds so flat, right? So I guess I can get how people are memeing that, but it just seems like people actually think it's seriously their next name. Like, nah, it's just a placeholder. It's been stated that, and a lot of people on Twitter and other social media platforms just need to chill. Like, they're really behaving and acting as if this is the new name of the Redskins out here. But I fully believe that they'll find one by season's end, at least. I'll admit, I don't think I expected it to take this long. Hopefully before the season starts, but it's a placeholder name. I don't get why everybody's sort of taking it at face value and whatnot. And you know what? For the team, for the organization, it's better than what it was before, because now they're going to get their sponsors back. They're going to get FedEx back. They're going to get Nike back. They're going to get their money back. So win-win situation here. I think I even made a joke that the name that won't hurt anybody would be something like this, would be just the Washington football team. Like, I think I made a joke about that. Like, this doesn't really offend anybody. It is what it is. Put your thoughts on that down below as well. And that's what I got for y'all today. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch y'all in the next one.